Okay, who here likes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm not sure what version this is in reference to, but Weird Food History has a video called How the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saved Pizza Hut. I have no idea which version of the Turtles we are referencing with this one, but it's the Ninja Turtles. There's enough good versions of them that hopefully it'll be one of those that they're referencing. Well, hopefully it's one of the good eras. We will find out, but let's find out how TMNT saved Pizza Hut.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been kicking butt and cracking wise since their humble beginnings as comic book crusaders in 1983.
Oh, what do you think? Adrian!
They're cool, rude, and of course, they love pizza. The heroes in a half shell are about as synonymous with
Hello YouTube, come by to twitch.tv/emberparadox or TMNT will come to your house.
Yes, and raid your pizza. They will come for your pizza. You don't want the turtles to come for your pizza, do you? Do you? Sketty, off topic, but they're actually making a game for Last Ronin. There's actually a game in development for the Last Ronin series.
with pizza as they are with fighting the Shredder, which led to some pretty memorable promotions with Pizza Hut, both old and recent. In fact, it's fair to say that the pizza delivery boom of the 80s and 90s owes a lot to these radical reptiles. So, today, we're smashing rewind on our boomboxes.
Okay, I'm already seeing a problem. I'm gonna let it cook, but I'm already seeing a problem here.
To find out how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mutated pizza sales. But before we order up some turtle power, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Then fight your way down to the comments and let us know what other culinary culture you want to learn about. For now, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full.
Yeah, that's it. This is not Pizza Hut. This is fucking Domino's. So how did the turtles save Pizza Hut when it was Domino's in the movie? Like, I don't know if they might have switched to pizza. Wait, was it Pizza Hut that was in the Michael Bay movie? Victor, no, Domino's was not. Domino's was in the very first movie. Domino's, literally, one of the opening, within the first act of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was literally a Domino's delivery that they wouldn't give him, that they wouldn't pay him because he was 30 minutes late. It was Domino's, not Pizza Hut. Now, I can't remember if Domino's was replaced by Pizza Hut in any of the sequels. That I do not remember. And I can't recall if Pizza Hut was in the Michael Bay movies. I can't remember. I think that might have been Pizza Hut in the Michael Bay films, but I don't think it was in the original OG.
Full price for late pizza. The Ninja Turtles pretty much owned pop culture for a decade between the 80s and 90s, gobbling up fans and just about every type of pizza they could get their three-fingered hands on in the process. That kind of persistent pizza peddling can do a real number on a viewer's appetite, but they started off much smaller and had very little to do with New York-style slices. The story of how four common sewer reptiles
This one. Hang on.
Very little to do with New York.
This movie. Wow, that's a freeze frame. Sorry. This movie, the Michael Bay movie. This one, I think, was Pizza Hut. I do believe that. I think that in Michael Bay's films, they did go to Pizza Hut instead of Domino's. but I'm pretty sure the OG was Domino's.
Style slices. The story of how 4 common sewer reptiles skyrocketed to fame and took pizza along for the ride begins not in the turtles' native New York City, but in New England. Back in 1983, struggling artists Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were living in Northampton, Massachusetts, trying to figure out an idea for the next big comic book. As a joke, Eastman doodled a turtle on its hind legs, dressed as a ninja with nunchucks taped to its arms. Laird not only loved the sketch, but got to work on his own touches to turn the idea into a full-fledged comic. The drawing was expanded into 4 humanoid turtles with a backstory that mirrors the origin story of Marvel's Daredevil, where the same radioactive substance that blinds young Matt Murdock also mutates the 4 brothers and their rat sensei Splinter. They grow into humanoid teenagers and the crime-fighting creatures we know today. So yes, Daredevil and the Turtles exist in the same universe. Incidentally,
what? I thought they didn't. Well, no, I don't think that there was, because the Ninja Turtles did not. The Ninja Turtles are not Marvel. The Ninja Turtles started off. I think Eastman and Laird had their own brand, and I think they went to DC. The Ninja Turtles have never been a part of Dark Horse. That's what it was. It was Dark Horse they started with. They started with Dark Horse, and then Dark Horse, and then I can't remember if Dark Horse got bought, or is it Mirage? That's what it is. Yes, it was Mirage. They started with Mirage. I think they may have gone to Dark Horse. Dark Horse may have bought the IP, but then I think DC actually bought it too. So yeah, they're not in the same universe. It's definitely not the same universe. So I'm not sure where he's coming up with that. Disney bought the rights in Turtles. Did it? When did Disney buy the rights to the Turtles? I don't remember hearing about this. Yeah, because like they had that team up with Batman not too long ago. How long ago did Disney buy the Turtles? Really? Yeah, Anubis, that's what I'm thinking. Like Nickelodeon with the modern iterations was Nickelodeon, not Disney. Wait, is Nickelodeon under the Marvel banner or something? No, Disney does not own DC. So, fuck. Okay. Bottom line, fucking now this is getting confusing.
I actually have an old TMNT comic book where all of the headbands are red.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the OG comic book was in all black and white. That's the thing. The OG, the first comic book with if I'm remembering correctly, the first comic book of the Ninja Turtles was, I think, the Turtles actually. Wait, was this the actual first? The earliest comic book for the Ninja Turtles that I'm aware of is it was no black and white. The Turtles looked not the same as all their other iterations. They were much more. They like primarily like the beaks of their mouths were far more pronounced. And the one part I remember is the Turtles basically stormed the Foot headquarters, and Leonardo had a one-on-one with Shredder and, like, decapitated Shredder. I can't remember if that is the first Ninja Turtles book that was ever published or it was just one of the Ninja Turtles books, but that's one of the earliest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic books that I can remember. When it was, I think that was still part of Mirage. Eastman and Laird still had full ownership of it, and I think it may have been one of the first ones that they put out. Like, OG Ninja Turtles was fucking violent. OG Ninja Turtles was R-rated. They, the Foot Clan were humans, they were not robots, and the Turtles would tear fucking through them. It was dark, and it was bloody. Like the Turtles used to be a bloody fucking series. And they did come back to that in recent years, but it started off that way. And then when Nickelodeon got a hold of it, when it came to when they started making the cartoon, they toned it down. But it started off as dark and bloody.
Daredevil's first appearance was in 1964, which means the Turtles were mutated sometime in the 1950s. No wonder Mikey keeps doing that Bogart impression. You can also see other tongue-in-cheek references to Daredevil, such as the enemies of the Turtles being the Foot Clan instead of Daredevil's the Hand.
Okay.
And Matt Murdock was trained by a master named Stick, while the Turtles learned from Splinter. The pair formed Mirage Studios in 1984, so named because the studio of it all was not much more than a mirage. More like a living room with a couple of tables. But it was enough to create their first issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And after scraping together,
like look at how bloody this is. You know, like he cuts Raphael and he actually cuts him. He actually fucks him up. Like this series was originally very dark.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, and this is what I was talking about with the look of like the beat. The beak was far more pronounced than any other iteration of the Turtles.
And after scraping together $2,000 of their own money, along with a loan from Eastman's uncle, printed 3,000 copies of issue number 1. After using the remainder of their cash on an ad in Comic Buyer's Guide, the Turtles reached unexpected new heights, leading to thousands more comics being printed and sold. Playmates Toys showed an interest in turning the gritty black and white crime-fighting Turtles into action figures in 1986, but had a few quid pro quos in order to make them more marketable to children. First off, they needed a kid-friendly image, no bloody violence.
Yeah, like look at this shit. Like Leo fucking stabs Shredder through the chest. Right here. Fucking stabs him right through the chest.
Kid-friendly image.
Donnie throws his bow staff and right in his fucking mouth. I mean, this was a dark and violent fucking comic. Eastman and Laird did not fuck around with this.
No bloody violence. And perhaps more important, a way to tell them apart. Their black masks became color-coded, with each turtle's initial appearing on their belt buckle. This paved the way for the cartoon series that debuted in 1987 and became an instant hit, finishing its initial run in 1996.
Oh, God.
At this point, you may be saying to yourself, but why pizza? A lot of the Turtles' backstory was pulled from the comics, but pizza just wasn't on the pages. If anything...
Oh, and fun note, I'm reasonably sure, I could be wrong, but I'm reasonably sure April in the comics, I think was black. I seem to recall Eastman and Laird originally drew and wrote April O'Neil as black, not a white redhead. Oh, she was white with a purr? Okay, maybe she was just darker, like darker skin. I thought she was black. But I could be misremembering. It's been a very long time since I've been able to read the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't been able to like look at many of them. I was able to stumble into one or two, but it was a long time ago. I thought maybe it was because she had the perm that my youthful mind thought that she might have been black, because it was in black and white. The comic was literally in black and white, so it was hard to tell. So maybe it was because of the hairstyle that had me thinking that at the time that she was black. That could be.
Those versions of the characters...
See, look at the hairstyle. Given that it's black and white, it would be kind of easy to think that this character was supposed to be black. Given the art style and the hair. Well, no, Dreamer, I'm saying, given this art style with no context, to get the art style with the facial features and the hair, it would be kind of easy to mistaken that the character was supposed to be black. That's it. It's not a commentary on it being good. It's not a commentary on it being bad. It's neither. It's just, oh, I thought that, when the first time I saw this comic, I thought, like, just here and gone. It's like, okay, she's black. Next, okay, cool. Let's keep going. And that was always my impression, is that she was that the character was supposed to be that. Apparently she's not. I was unaware of this. Okay.
Ate nails and chalk dust. So how did these subterranean monsters fall in love with the Za? Well, it turns out the association came about because
Rex,
Eastman and Laird ate a ton of the stuff while working on their comics. Additionally, the head muckety mucks at Playmates associated pizza with their targeted demographic, kids. Since pizza is the main food group of most children of action figure age, the teenage superheroes devoured a lot of it. The colorful and less brutal toon versions of the titular turtles just could not get enough pizza, with each episode featuring at least one slice of varying flavors. The changes made to make the turtles more family-friendly and give them distinct personalities only sent their popularity soaring. With the pizza-loving protectors' newfound attention came just about every type of product you could imagine. Action figures were followed by breakfast cereals, kids' costumes, toothpaste, and of course, several video games. Ask anyone who's ever played the original.
Oh, you didn't know that, Slappy? Yes. The actor, oh God, I can't remember his name now. He has a, fuck, what was his name? Oh, fuck. Somebody help me out. What was the actor's name? Yes, the actor who played Uncle, no, it was not Rob Paulson. Rob Paulson was Raphael. That's who played Rob, that was Raphael. Raphael was played by Rob Paulson. But no, the actor who was Uncle Phil, James Avery. Thank you, JVD. Yes, James Avery, Uncle Phil, was the voice actor for Shredder. Yes, he was.
NES TMNT game, and they'll tell you horror stories about the battleground about one of the most difficult video games ever created. That water level still.
God, chat. How many of you have played this level of TMNT? I've seen the Angry Video Game. Yeah, that's where I was going, Canito. I've seen the Angry Video Game Nerd review on this game. This fucking level. Holy shit. Okay, chat that has played this, how many of you just like rage broke your controllers or something when you try to pass this level? You own the game, Hizzo? Okay, Hizzo, how many controllers have sacrificed their lives when you try to pass this level? Did you, Zulu? Understandable. No, Riven, I will have you know, I have not broken any controllers. I have not. I am very proud of this fact. I have never, rage quit and broken any controllers.
Gives us nightmares. By the time 1990 rolled around, the Ninja Turtles fought their way onto the big screen with their very first live-action film, which ended up grossing over $200 million worldwide, and for a time was the most successful independent film.
And here's a fun fact: do you guys remember who the voice actor for Donnie is in the in this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Anybody remember who voice acted for Donnie? That's right. And Corey Feldman, and he came back for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I don't think he returned for the second movie, but he did come back for the third movie. And the actor who played Casey Jones, God, for the life of me, I cannot remember his name. Shit. For the life of me, I cannot remember the actor's name who played Casey Jones. Yes, Robbie was. I have got a story about that. Give me a second. The actor who played Casey Jones, he actually went. Yes, Elias Koteas. Thank you, Graham Adam. Yeah, Elias Koteas. He went on to do a lot of stuff, most prominently he was on Chicago PD. He played a starring role in Chicago PD, but he's done a lot of stuff. He did like a guest spot on House. So as Codius was one. I believe you were correct, Anubis. Johnny Young Bosch might have been in one of the stunt actors in the costume. And Robbie Rist, fun fact, Robbie Rist, the voice actor for Michelangelo, actually, like, James Rolfe actually got him to voice the alien for his Angry Video Game Nerd movie. He actually did. James Rolfe actually was able to get the voice actor for Michelangelo from this movie to do the voice of his E.T. style alien in his own movie. Yeah, really fucking cool. Aw, thank you, Villa Idiot. And I don't think you're an idiot. And I hope you enjoy the live version just as much as you like my YouTube videos.
$200 million worldwide, and for a time was the most successful independent film ever produced, until the Blair Witch Project took that crown in 1999. Part of the film's release included a partnership with deep dish royalty Pizza Hut, despite Domino's Pizza being featured in the film. Scandalous. The $20 million marketing campaign included a slew of commercials.
Boy. Okay, this feels so weird then. That the Turtles had a deal with Pizza Hut, but Domino's was featured in the movie. That feels so weird. I don't know how to think about that, honestly. And Villa Idiot, thank you for the tier 2 also. Thank you so much. It is kind of funny. If you think about it, both of these major pizza companies got money out of it. Like, Pizza Hut did a deal with TMNT for marketing. Domino's made a deal with TMNT to have their product in the fucking movie with the Turtles literally eating Domino's pizza. They both kind of got one on over it. Honestly, they kind of got one over on the other. Domino's got the in-movie exposure. Pizza Hut got the after effect exposure.
Printed ads, and even a TMNT VHS tape giveaway, complete with coupons for anyone who wanted to out-pizza the Hut. But the Turtle Train didn't stop there, and anyone who owned the VHS tape will remember the iconic Pizza Hut baseball ad that played just before the movie started. Hey, we played right field too. The 1989 cabinet version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the arcade game was ported to the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1990 and given the title Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 the arcade game. Bundled with this home release were additional levels, enemies, and all the Pizza Hut product placement they could cram into 8 bits. Throughout the levels, the Turtles could find pizza power-ups in the shape of Pizza Hut logos.
Okay. Gamers, tell me this view is not one of heaven. Pizza Hut with a slice of pizza next to a poor, tied up and helpless April. Gamers, are you edging yet?
Throughout the levels, the Turtles could find pizza power-ups in the shape of Pizza Hut logos, all the while subliminally imprinting the Hut into the brains of hungry.
No, that's not me. April was not nearly tied up helplessly enough and was noticeably absent of an appropriate gag. I would never limit myself to such paltry bindings. If I'm gonna get tied up, I expect to get tied up. Well, tied up. Chat. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there, chat. We are getting there.
gamers everywhere. The Teenage Mutants dipped their three fingers into more than just pizza pies, too. During the height of their popularity, you could find Ninja Turtle cookies, crackers, corn puffs, and the infamous green vanilla Hostess Ninja Turtle pies. The deep
Yes, Daddy. Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? I. And moving on.
fried holy grail of early 90s school lunches. This massive marketing undertaking for our favorite green gladiators solidified the Turtles' place in pop culture history, all the while dragging a stringy, cheesy pizza along with them.
Oh no!
By 1990,
Oh, God help us, we are not going to talk about this abomination, are we? Oh no! The coming out of their shells. Sam, I'm sorry. You leave me no choice. You left me no choice. I'm sorry. It's in the rules.
the whole world was caught up in turtle fever, and we're not talking about fibropapillomatosis. The comic book heroes turned movie stars into getting all sorts of antics both on and off the screen, but it seemed like you simply couldn't make too much money off the Ninja Turtles. That's when Pizza Hut came up with the totally tubular idea of a live tour where fans could see.
No! Oh, for the love of all that's holy, please tell me Pizza Hut was not responsible for this abomination. Oh, no! Oh, God! Pizza Hut is responsible! Pizza Hut is actually responsible for this? Oh, God, please tell me that's not true. Pizza Hut, how could you do this to us? How?
Their favorite crime-fighting crew live on stage. Only this time, instead of beating up the bad guys and fighting aliens, the team would be rocking out, dancing, and playing instruments, despite only having 3 gigantic fingers. It's hard to wail on a guitar that way.
Oh,
Between
God.
the best of Broadway and the best of rock and roll, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're lean, green, and on the music scene. We're happening.
The coming out of their shell
I'm pausing a lot, I'm sorry. Chat? Cross your fingers and toes. Yes, no, of course I like Little Caesars more silver. Of course I do. Chat, let us hope and pray that we don't get the bestiality interview. Because if we don't, I'm going to be telling you about it.
tour, sponsored by none other than Pizza Hut, featured our fabulous foursome as they had never been seen before, in rubber costumes with studded vests and absolutely no shells to be seen. So the title was not just a clever name. The costumes featured remote-controlled eyes and mouths that could be synced to pre-recorded tracks. Concert goers in one of the 40 city stops could watch the Turtles perform songs such as Pizza Power and Tubin, with the official album only available at Pizza Hut. Pizza Power was also featured in the 1991 arcade game Turtles in Time.
Okay, he's not going to say it. Chat? Okay. There's 4 minutes left to this. I will show you after. It is best my descriptor of it will probably not do it the appropriate justice that it deserves. I will let the video conclude and then I will show it to you.
The heavy marketing included a VHS making-of video as well as a pay-per-view broadcast of the live event. The group even went on the Oprah Winfrey Show to promote the tour, which devolved into
Oh God, great. Oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. Calm the fuck down, everybody, it's happening. We may actually see it. We may actually see. Okay, here we go.
questions about interspecies relations and disappointed children in the audience asking where the Turtles' weapons were. You can't fight crime with the power of song.
Oh, they didn't actually
the
say
tour and $29 million
We're gonna get the audio.
investment which funded
We will
it
get
was
the audio.
successful
Oh,
enough
yes.
for a small European tour called Getting Down in Your Town. Pizza Hut ended up selling around 2 million albums, and when multiplied by 8 slices of pizza per album, that equated to some pretty tasty dividends for Pizza
little bit,
Hut.
and I mean,
The
you
tour would
mentioned
go
it.
on to be immortalized in 2020 when toy company NECA released collectible figures of the Turtles in their tour outfits, complete with
God.
sparkly denim vests. Oprah Winfrey show set and characters sold separately.
Say your
Pizza's
prayers,
popularity
Toidles.
continued to grow throughout the 90s, but the same couldn't be said for the Turtles. By the mid-90s, the Ninja Turtle bubble had popped, and the popularity began to die down. As the animated series came to an end in 1996, so too did the fat paychecks from Pizza Hut. This is where things for the
Yeah, from
Turtles
Pizza
got
Hut,
weird.
maybe.
Well, weirder than walking, talking turtles who fight criminals with names like Genghis Frog and Scumbug. In 1997, a
And,
live-action reboot of the Ninja Quartet titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation
Oh,
debuted, meant
God.
to capitalize off the success
Yup.
of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The
Not only that, yeah, this was literally Teenage Mutant Ninja Power Rangers. And at one point, I remember seeing something about they actually teamed up the Ninja Turtles with the Power Rangers. They actually did do a crossover between these two shows because they aired on the same channel. I'm pretty sure they both aired on Fox. And yeah, but this was literally this was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Power Rangers crew, and yet Tornado, that's where it was going. They had a fifth turtle, a female by the name of Venus. However, the Turtles did not have accurate weapons. I'm pretty sure Mikey had tonfa. He did not have nunchucks. And I can't remember if they took away Raph's size and Leo's katanas and gave them something else. I can't remember exactly. And Leo, I believe you may be correct. I do think Venus might have been psychic.
Saban Entertainment-led reimagining gave the brothers a fifth sibling in Venus de Milo,
Here we go.
a female turtle who was left behind during the initial mutation but was back to fight alongside her bros. The sequel series apparently didn't kawa enough bungas and was canceled after only one season. Turtles creator
Okay.
Peter Laird would go on to call this the only licensed turtle work he ever regretted, feeling it upset the balance between the four characters that had been so crucial to the Turtles' success. The show was kicked around through various reboots on screen, while comics continued to fill the
I remember the episode well, and she had banging turtle tits, and yes, she was psychic.
I don't know if she had banging turtle tits. Hecko. She had booby. She definitely had boobs and was slimmer to differentiate her from the other turtles. And I don't know if you noticed. Oh, thank you, Zep. Thank you very kindly. She was slimmer. She did have chesticles. And I don't know if you guys saw, but her bandana, instead of just dangling fabric, banging, Cody. Banging. She was not banging, but she did have boobies. Yeah, her mask, the tails of her mask were braided instead of just flopping loosely.
bookstores, even as Kevin Eastman sold his half of the brand to Laird in 2000. A successful reboot in 2003 breathed new life
thank
into the
you,
franchise,
Brock.
which
Welcome.
caught the eye of kids' entertainment juggernaut Nickelodeon. They ended up buying the property in a cool $60 million.
Okay, fun fact. The series finale of this Nickelodeon show for the Turtles, this Turtles version went a little bit darker. I think a lot of Turtles fans liked it because the Turtles kind of went back to their roots a bit in terms of how they behaved and how they acted and how they fought. But this series finale, interestingly enough, brought this version, the 90s version, and the OG comic version of the Turtles all together. It brought all three generations together in the series finale. And the OG Turtles were dark and violent and kicked ass. It was basically, they did it on the concept of the multiverse thing. So you guys know with a lot of these multiverse concepts, there's considered like a prime universe that is like the source of all other multiverses. As is appropriate, the OG black and white original comic book Turtles was considered the quote unquote prime universe for the Turtles, which I thought was quite appropriate.
Deal in 2009. This allowed creator Peter Laird to walk away with a big fat payout, as well as a deal to continue drawing Turtle comics on his own for however long he pleased. And with a renewed interest in the Turtles came a renewed interest in pizza sponsorships, mainly the Hut. As new Turtle movies were released, including 2 from director Michael Bay and an animated adventure in 2023, Pizza Hut would continue to offer partnerships. In 2014, Pizza Hut commissioned special effects company Sin Labs to build a life-size version of the Pizza Shooter toy, one of the most popular toys in the Turtles' original Playmates line. The vehicle stands 12 feet high, 9 feet wide, and can shoot pizzas over 30 feet. Though not exactly street legal, it's still totally radical.
Okay,
the
that
pizzeria
looks like it's
paired
fun
with
for
the Turtles
kids.
in 2021 for a mutagen green pizza sauce to celebrate a partnership with Viacom CBS, and again in 2022 to offer coupons for video game fans who bought a copy of Shredder's Revenge, a recent throwback sequel to the original arcade beat-em-ups. This marked the Turtles' official return to pizza. But they weren't done yet. To promote the 2023 animated film Mutant Mayhem, Pizza Hut offered delivery to select New York City subway stations, just as the underground-dwelling Turtles intended. Now, if only they could put together another live tour, those tickets would sell like hotcakes. So what do you think? Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle? And what's your go-to pizza order? Let us know what toppings you love down in the comments. And while you're here, check out some of these other weird history food videos.
All right, chat. Before we conclude this segment, I don't care. Put me in a cage. I don't care if I'm in a cage. You're still gonna see it. You cannot stop me. My stream is too powerful. I'm going to find this. I will find it. I don't care if you double cage me. Granted, it might do other things to me, but it's not gonna stop me. Okay. Chat. To conclude, I will watch from the safety of my cage. Haha, you fools! You've placed me into safety with this cage. Now, you must deal with the consequences without said protection.
Guys, let me ask you this. Do you sometimes wish that April was a turtle?
Whoa, definitely.
Conceptually, that works for me.
You know, I've been trying
Where you going?
Oprah.
Man, I cracked myself up.
Oprah, I've been trying to talk her into an interspecies relationships for months now.
Whoa, Rap. Chill, man.
And she won't do it,
She
huh?
can't hold her breath.
No, she can't do it.
The biggest problem is she can't hold her breath long enough, you know?
Well, okay, coming up, the Turtles are going to perform their hit. Did you want to say something?
I just wanted to say that
Look at their face. Look at this poor kid's face. This poor child's world has been nuked from orbit. She is now traumatized for fucking life. He is absolutely traumatized for life. Oh God! And even then, look at Oprah's face too. Where do we see Oprah's face?
Well, okay, coming up, the Turtles are going to perform their hit. Did you want to say something?
I just want
Chill, man.
And she won't do it,
She
huh?
can't hold her breath.
Look at Oprah's face. Oprah is going, dear God, I regret my life choices right now. This is the expression of, dear Lord, what have I done? I regret all life choices. Yeah, look at all of them. Like, here's the one kid in the back that is, ironically enough, shell-shocked. Well, the question she asks is, I think it was like, do you ever wish that you were a human or something?
Where you going? Oprah. Man, I cracked myself.
Guys, let me ask you this. Do you sometimes wish that April was a turtle?
Whoa.
If they asked if she was a turtle. So, yeah. It's like, this interview will live forever. This will fucking live forever. And she did, yeah, Oprah, oh yeah. Again, that is why in the next shot, she has this look on her face like, I regret my life choices after I didn't try to talk her into an interspecies relationship for a while now. She can't hold her breath that long. Oprah's like, oh, I've made a horrible mistake. Oprah, 100%. She asked that question, and the moment it was answered, it was
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.